Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another World War II 172 scale video. Today we're going to take a look at some of my movable terrain pieces and talk about some ideas for diorama displays and terrain to put down on a wargaming board. And for my 172 scale World War II. If you'd like, please subscribe, hit that notification, like, reply, and share. And I have German Borgward, which has some soldiers on it, so you can see it for scale. We'll look at that a little bit later. This is a background that I've been working on. I've done other backgrounds. It's a piece of cardboard, painted. It's not finished. It's supposed to be, it's photographing a little tanner than it is. It's actually grayer. And some of the material that I use on the background for blending in, you can see that material is the same as on this pathway. This isn't really supposed to be a road because it's too small, but this vehicle kind of fits on it, so I have that there. And what this is actually, instead of just buying the stuff you can get for either models or railroading, which is a lot more expensive, that material is peat moss for plants, so you can get a big size bag of it, and all I do is take it and then I sift it through a strainer to get the big pieces out, and then put it in a container so I can put it down on here. And I like that nice a lot of chocolate brown coloring for it. So this one needs to be finished. It's going to have some more little greenery put on it and a little bit more painting. It's supposed to be just a generic, like a rocky hill type thing for the background. All it is meant for is when you're playing the game, instead of having a white background or the bare wall or whatever, however you would set your table up, you'd have something that blends in and sets more of a scene. So it looks kind of nice. And when you get close down here, you can see it's kind of cool. And let's see, this is the big sheets you can get that roll out. This one was just a plain green one where they put the bare minimum of green texture on there. And you can get these from railroading and also other models where it's a big thing. And I cut it into smaller pieces because I wanted to be able to move it, and then I can put other terrain pieces over it so you don't see the seams as much. All it is that's the back of it. This I did a quick video of a few years ago when I was first starting out, so I'm showing this one again. This is see, it's a vinyl sheet. I don't remember exactly where I got it, but it was nice because it was it's hard to get the flocked grass in a large area. That's what I wish I could get, this big pads of it with the flocked grass on it already. And what I did here was it was very laborious trying to scrape off all the pieces to make the path without cutting into the bottom. You can see it got a little bit cut work, so I had to tape it. And then you can recognize the lichen for greenery. I took some pumice stones that were you can get for like railroading and stuff. Then I painted them in a gray wash. I have them here. I have the other material that's more like a rubbery type for little bushes. This material, another one you can get for foliage. Then I added some tufts on top, spread out, so forth. This material's neat. It's more of a wispy material, and it has those little tiny flecks in it to look like leaves. Here's another piece of it here. Piece of wood. I put this on there to help define the path, but also if you were going to play, you can have soldiers laying down, and they can use that for a little bit of cover. And then they've got a little bit of block there, so they've got a line of sight like that. Very nice. You can see the different color greenery. And some of it can be applied with the white glue, Elmer's glue type, and others that this material, that doesn't work, so you have to drop the crazy glue, the silanite type, to make it stick. And what you can do is take little pieces and build it up to a larger hedge. That stuff isn't that cheap because it doesn't go that far, but if you're doing a small area or a little bit of a time, it's nice. Here's a view this way. It's kind of nice to have that. And this background and this color is fairly close, so that's good. Put that against the edge, like that. Show you the Borgward. Again, this is a demolition vehicle where they can unload that, drop off the bomb, and leave it there. It's got, this is big enough. See the little drivers in there? This is a resin and metal kit, and then I put a pump. These are from the Tank Riders series, and have them sitting on there. Give it a little passengers. They've got their rifles and so forth. Outfits. The man's got a grenade tucked in his boot. Some other equipment on their back there. Bread bag and so forth. Their decal, just a basic German cross. See, this man has some goggles on. And this vehicle can also be remote controlled. One of the Tiger 1 battalions used some of these, and I believe I read too also a Sturmgeschütz where they could radio control them without having a driver going up to where they were going to drop them off. They could go into like minefields, and then they were also used up by buildings. And they drop this whole unit, slides out and attacks. And I had just put that on there for looks. I had gotten a decal set of Sturmgeschütz, Abteilung, little battalion symbols. So I like the look of that, so I put that on there. It's always tough to try to weather the decals so they're not so shiny. So I did a pretty good job on that, and it's just the sand with the dark green on it. It's another picture. So that's an idea of some of the material. This is going to be a long time in coming, but hopefully I'm going to be able to set up the 4x8 boards and show much larger displays, and maybe even set up like a war game situation, and also show larger collections of the vehicles, so forth. All right, until next time, more World War II 172 scale videos. Thanks for watching, everyone.